How to combine phasing and design options in Revit. Renovation workflow. Hello and welcome to our new video. Today, we'll show you how to combine phasing and design options in Revit. Let's get started. We recommend that before watching this video, you check out our separate tutorials on phasing and design options. Links are provided in the description. In those videos, we explained in detail how each of these functionalities works individually, so nothing here will be unclear. In this video, we won't go over the basics. Instead, we'll focus solely on how to combine them and how they interact with each other. It's important to highlight that the phase system controls the time dimension of a project, while design options manage conceptual alternatives within the same phase. Today, we'll show how to connect these two aspects. In this example, we're working on an existing building. The first step was to set the phase to existing and model the complete existing condition. Now, we'll rename this level to Level 1, Existing. Since we are doing a renovation with demolition, we need plans for both the demo phase and the new construction. So, we'll duplicate our existing plan and name it Level 1, Demo. In the demo view, the phase should be new construction, and the phase filter will be changed to show previous plus demo. It's important to understand that the view phase parameter defines which phase the project is being observed from, while the phase filter determines how elements from different phases are graphically displayed. Next, we'll duplicate this plan again and rename it Level 1, New. The phase remains new construction, and the phase filter is set to show previous plus new. With this combination, the existing elements are shown as the previous phase, while the new elements are displayed as the active phase of the project. The next step is to go to the Manage tab and click on Phases. This opens the Phasing dialog box. Under Project Phases, we can see that we currently have two phases, existing and new construction. Under Phase Filters, we can see how the relationships between previous, existing, demolished, and new phases are defined. These settings are global for the entire project, meaning any changes here will affect all views using this filter. For now, we won't make any changes. Next, under Graphic Overrides, we'll make some changes. For the demolished phase, in the projection surface, we change the pattern to diagonal 1.5 mm and also select the color red. Similarly, for the cut, we change the dashed line color, again to red, and finally, under Patterns, first we make sure the foreground is visible, then choose diagonal 1.5 mm and change the color to red. Since we want the new walls to be visually distinguished in the plans, we should also modify the graphic overrides for them. However, when we go back to Phase Filters, we see that under Show Previous plus New, the option New by category needs to be changed to Overridden. This tells Revit to display new elements not according to their category defaults, but using the graphic overrides defined for the phase. Now, back to graphic overrides. For New, in Projection Surface, we choose the solid pattern and green color. And for Cut, we leave it as solid and also set the color to green. Click OK. Let's check how this looks. We'll draw a new wall. Great, the new wall is green. Now let's add a few more new elements, for example a toilet. We see it is also green. We'll try adding casework as well, and it also appears green. If you want all new elements to be overridden like this, you can do it as we just did. However, in practice, we usually want precise control only over specific categories, which is why using view filters is better. We'll reopen Phases, and in Graphic Overrides, we can also modify the pattern. But in this case, we'll reset everything to the original settings, selecting No Override for both pattern and color. For Cut, we'll return it to black. Then, under Phase Filters, we select New by category again for Previous plus New. Click Apply. And we see that neither the wall nor the toilet or casework are green anymore. In other words, they are no longer overridden. However, we want the walls to have a different color. We'll achieve this in the following way. Open Visibility Graphics Overrides and go to the Filters tab. Click Edit/New to create a new filter. A new window opens. Click to create a new filter and name it Walls, New Phase. Then click OK. Select the category, Walls. Here we can also see the section for filter rules. We have and/or rules. In this case, we will use the and rule. So, we have already selected walls. Next we set phase created. Then equals. And then new construction. We could add more rules or even a new set. But for now, we don't need them, so we'll delete them. Click Apply, then OK. Now, in this view, we need to add the filter we just created. Click Add. Select the filter we made, and click OK. Next, we'll set the overrides. For projection surface, choose solid pattern and green color. And for cut, also choose solid pattern and green color. Click Apply. We can see that the wall has changed, it is now green. Click OK. It's important to note that this filter needs to be added manually to every view where we want it applied. It will not automatically appear in every view. Alternatively, we can use a view template to standardize the display across multiple views without manually adding the filter each time. Now, we'll delete the toilet, casework, and the wall we created. Next, go to Level 1, Existing. We need to select everything that will be demolished. All these walls, doors, vanities, shower, toilets. Once we select what we want to demolish, go to Properties and under Phase Demolished, choose New Construction, meaning that in the new phase we don't want any of these elements to appear. Here, in this plan, nothing has changed because this is the existing state. When we switch to the demo plan, we can see that everything marked for demolition is shown in red, just as we wanted. In the new construction plan, we see that none of the demolished elements are present. We also need to demolish this section of the wall. Select it to be demolished in new construction. Here, there were doors, and we don't want to add a new wall, so we'll remove a small portion of the wall before the doors. Return to the existing plan. Use Split Wall and set this portion to be demolished in new construction. Now let's add new walls. This will be the kitchen, so we'll create a new wall here to place the kitchen elements. Add a dimension and set it to 61 centimeters. Next, place walls in this area. Like this. Again, add dimensions to adjust the distances as needed. Set one dimension to 105 centimeters. And here 110 centimeters. Add another wall here. And then one more at the midpoint. Add another wall above. Here we get a warning that the wall is interfering with a window, which we will resolve later. Add a dimension here. Adjust the walls like this. Now, delete these dimensions. Add one more wall here and move it slightly. The next step is to add new doors. First, we'll add pocket doors. Here. Here. And here. Now we'll add interior doors. Here. And here. We'll slightly move this wall. Let's do an align between these two walls. Move the doors slightly. Next, we'll add a countertop and extend it from this point to here. Then, we'll place the vanity. I'll return to the existing plan to copy these elements so that I don't have to search for new families. Copy to clipboard, then paste. This is how we'll place them. We'll place the toilets. Here. And here. Now, add a bathtub. Here. We'll just adjust the swing of these doors so that everything fits perfectly. We'll go back again to existing to copy this vanity. Paste, and we'll place it here. Next, we'll add a bed. Since we want to present two options to the client, we'll use design options. It's important to note that design options work within the same phase. We cannot mix elements from different phases within a single option set. First, let's create a new set and name it Bedroom Placement. Rename the primary option to Variant 1. Now, we'll duplicate this variant and rename it Variant 2. Since this area will change, we'll select all of it so we can add it to the option set. This can be done either in the Design Options dialog or down here in the panel. Click, and a new window opens. Keep both variants selected. The elements added to the set can no longer be selected in the main model. Let's open the options. Here are Variant 1 and Variant 2. They are currently identical. Now, we'll make the changes. While in Variant 2, we move this wall. Let's perform an align. Unfortunately, we cannot align with elements that are not part of the set, so we'll add a detail line and align to it. This is one of the basic limitations of the design options system. Referencing between the main model and the option set is not allowed. Now, delete the line. We'll reduce the countertop to match the new wall length. Move the bed out for now. We'll place it in the correct position later. We'll move this wall so that it aligns with the other. Delete this wall. Delete these sliding doors and convert this sliding door to a standard interior door using match properties. Adjust them slightly. Move the toilet and vanity up. Then rotate them. Next, add the bathtub. So, this is approximately how it will look. Now, we'll position the bed. Let's add another wall here to create an additional bathroom. Add a bathtub. Move the wall to the bathtub. Now, copy the toilet and vanity. Rotate them and place them correctly. Add a pocket door as well. A warning appears because the door is contacting a wall not included in the set. Therefore, we'll move the door slightly higher and adjust it afterward to fit perfectly. We can now see the difference between Variant 1 and Variant 2. When the main model is active, Revit automatically displays the primary option within each option set. The next step will be creating the sheet. But first, we need to prepare all the views. We'll rename the existing Level 1 New into Existing Level 1 New Variant 1. Now, duplicate this level and rename it to Variant 2. In Visibility Graphics, under Design Options, we'll set it to always display Variant 2. We'll do the same for the level with Variant 1. Now that everything is ready, let's create the sheet to place these views. Select the D-Imperial sheet. We'll start placing the views. First, place the existing plan. It is a small scale. Set it to 150. Select all 4 plans and set their scale to 150. Next, add the demo plan. Then Variant 1 and finally Variant 2. Now we'll show how to create a schedule for the 2 variants. Right-click on Schedule/Quantities, then select New Schedule/Quantities. For the category, choose Doors. Add count, height, mark, and width. Adjust the order as needed. Also, add phase created. At this point, we see all doors in the project, both existing and new, but let's say we only need the new ones. In the properties of this schedule, set phase to new construction, and in phase filter, select show new. Now only the doors created in the new phase are displayed. Next, click on Visibility/Graphics, then Edit. Here, we'll set it to display Variant 1. Rename the schedule to Variant 1. Then, duplicate it and rename the duplicate to Variant 2. Next, set Visibility Graphics to show Variant 2. Now we'll add the schedules to the sheet. First, slightly adjust their positions. Then, place these schedules. We can now see the difference in door representation in different variants. Different doors are shown. By combining the phasing system and design option sets, we gain dual control over the model, temporal control through phases, and conceptual control through design variants. This approach is particularly important for renovations and reconstructions, where we must simultaneously track the existing state, demolition, and multiple proposals for new design solutions. Understanding the relationship between phase created, phase demolished, and design option sets forms the foundation of a professional BM workflow. We hope this tutorial helps you improve your Revit workflow. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more tutorials.